Hello everyone and welcome at War Room stream here from MADFINGER office in Brno, Czech Republic. I'm Peter and I'll be your guide. Hope you everybody having a beautiful Friday and we will do our best to make your Friday even better. Today we are going to speak about Shadowgun War Games. For the first time ever on live stream we also want to show you the very first public gameplay. A lot of people here working really hard to bring you the best possible player versus player experience into your mobile device. Talking about people, I won't be here alone today. Joining me, our CEO and director of the game, Marek Rabas. Welcome.
Yeah, hi guys. Nice to see you again after some period.
And creative director, Oscar Solar-Fast.
Hello.
Okay. Before we jump into the most expected part of the stream, which is obviously the gameplay, I have a few topics to talk about. I would like to start with the super simple question for Marek. Why? Why we started to working on war games?
That's a great question, actually. Okay, so we were thinking about doing the real PvP inside the Shadowgun Legends, and we found out that it's not possible to balance because we have a lot of perks there, we have a lot of skills, billions of the weapons and the armors, and it's just basically not possible to balance it properly, and people will be unhappy. So we decided to do something completely different inside the Legends, and say hey, we should go for the presets or the classes. And because we have war games inside, which is something like the sport,
spectacle,
yeah, something like this. So we said hey, use the heroes and whatever. And we started to build it inside the Shadowgun Legends, but then we decided that we're basically making the new game inside the game already. So we said okay, so let's do it the outside, and we basically end with the same thing what we did in the previous Shadowgun, the Shadowgun and Shadowgun Dead Zone. So now we have Shadowgun Legends and we have Shadowgun War Games, and this is what we did.
We also were listening to the community, and that's why we came up with all this. Right? They were asking for more rewarding, more in-depth multiplayer. So then we started to think about all this that Mara explained right now.
Yeah. You mentioned Dead Zone. Dead Zone is probably the only one game which is quite close to war games, right?
Exactly.
So in terms of design, was it challenging for you, Oscar?
It was challenging, especially for me because I never worked as a before. This was a big challenge. I was learning a lot from here, Mara. But it's true that I'm a gamer for many years. I played a lot of FPS, Counter-Strike, Overwatch, Apex, PUBG.
You enjoyed working on war games?
Don't say Overwatch.
Yes.
It's
No. So it was really challenging, but fun, really fun.
So the design, what was basically what did you thought when you, for the first time, come with some design of war games?
We started with a basic idea, is that we identified a gap in the market, which is everyone is either going super competitive or super casual. So we wanted to bring something in the middle that will serve both ways, but also for the people in the middle.
Okay, that's what he wanted. Are we there?
Now it's it's mobile games, and we focusing a lot on the competitive thing, but we also focusing on the casual thing. Every game should be easy to learn, hard to master, and we create the auto fire or whatever one of the first guys who use it. And because we care about the people, we want that they start to play on the mobile, this type of the games, and they slowly master it, and then finding the more depth inside the game, the meta, and they are staying there, mastering, and they are more proud on their deeds and what they are achieving there. So this is how we are doing it.
It's basically aimed for everyone, if for the casual, mid-core, and the more experienced.
That's correct. As far as I know, when the idea to make war games came, we didn't really know what's gonna happen in the future, right? We didn't know that giant Call of Duty might join us on the FPS.
Oh, we
Mark, we knew.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't.
I know everything.
He knew.
Okay, what's your thought about Call of Duty? Did you play the game?
Did you like it?
I did. a little bit.
Ooh.
Because
Be careful.
you know, it's always easy to say, you know, all the other games are shit, but it's really not. You know, you always get some experience from other games, and you learn, and you see what they do good, and you see what they do bad. So it's always good to play other games, right? Because it opens your mind. And honestly, I like it, but I think it lacks this competitive tactic and team-based gameplay that we are offering.
Which we have in Wargame. Oh, sounds great.
I think I love it. You know, it's the best FPS on the market now.
Oh.
Definitely, like a great job. It's even better than the Trigger and the Shadowgun Legends. So as I said in the past, like we are super happy that they are there. So we finally have some real, everything is, everybody are competitors and they are doing great job. But this is the different league, like the big guys, big brands, you know.
So you feel like it's actually positive for
the people? Definitely, like now you have a lot of bigger markets.
Even for us, you know, because if there is no true competitor, you know, if the rest of the studios are not pushing the level higher, you kind of feel safe, right, all the time. So having other good games around, it's a booster for yourself, you know, like, I have to do better.
Yeah.
That's right. But tell me, how did you know Call of Duty is coming?
Secrets.
Okay. No, we know like the Activision, I think, was working for it for a lot of time. They moved to the Tencent, and you know we were not scary when the King was working on it a little bit because they are just more casual guys. When they moved to the Tencent, I became like those scary. And but actually it's really good. You know, I was expecting big numbers. You know, and you know, I was expecting that they will make more money from these downloads. But it's perfect, like and it's play like the console game, and they did a good job.
I didn't have a time to play, really,
Really?
No, I had no time to try the game, but I was watching some of the videos right before the release because I was really like curious about COD on the mobile, like everybody, to be clearly honest. And I have to say the game looks pretty good, and it reminds you the experience you've got in the old COD on the PC. But didn't stuck here. We are here to talk about the war games, and our next topic will be the heroes and the classes we have in the game. Before we jump into that, there have been a lot of questions about what war games is, where it comes from. So we asked our lore master Tomas and put him this tricky question.
Takes place 14 years before the events of Shadowgun Legends. It's the age of prosperity, the golden age of humanity, where everything is fine, everyone's happy, and everyone's bored. And that's the main problem, boredom. When everyone's happy, nobody is entertained. So that's why War Games was created, the gladiatorial combat sport of the future that spans galaxies. Everyone can join, but only one can win. So that's pretty much basis of War Games, and hopefully in the future we will meet again and we will explore this universe and all the characters in more detail.
Okay, thank you, Thomas. Now let's have a chat about the heroes and about the archetypes, classes, whatever you want. Oscar, could you start?
Sure. We wanted 5 basic roles. We were having a lot of discussions on how many and what they were going to be, and we decided that the best fitting would be to have an assault class, tank class, support. I always wanted to have fast-paced character, but I didn't know how to fit it. But when the CTF idea came, it actually clicked, you know. A fast-running character that can outrun everyone makes sense when you actually have to steal something and get it back to your base. So
own experience?
Yeah.
So we start again with the soldier, I'm sorry.
For the time. Okay.
For the third time, yeah.
So, again, sorry about this stuff, you know.
Maybe faster.
Okay. The soldier is the main hero, like the main class for the new people who is coming. He knows everything, but just average. And so he has like the attack rifle, has submachine gun. Yes, grenade and auto heal. So we're basically trying to increase his survivability, so people are not dying too much, having more fun. But it's probably a little bit more boring after some time, and people should go to the different classes, which maybe.
Yeah, it should be like the gateway for the beginners. You know, they will start with this and then
the basics
yes.
of the game, and then you expect to move the other character, right? So
yes, we are guessing that after people play with the Slate or the Assault, they will move either to the support or the tank because they are the next logical choice. So we're gonna start explaining what the tank is. He has a huge weapon, has a lot of bullets, so he can suppress the enemy. While his rest of the team is doing the damage. He has also SMG. In case he has to do some close range combat. And both weapons are auto fire, but we should also mention that there is the option to have a manual fire. Or if you are more experienced, you can actually switch. And the abilities are Iron Skin or Inner Rage, which will soak the damage from the enemies, from the enemy bullets for a short time. And the other is the Scream, that will slow the enemies on a 90-degree cone in front of you. So this is, I think, a good game-changing potential, right? Because you can soak all the damage, slow everyone, and you and your team will just decimate the enemy team.
So it's more team-based hero.
Definitely.
I guess I don't have to ask on the role of tank in the team.
Yes,
That's
yes.
quite obvious. But I saw Sarah support. She got a
big rocket launcher.
Pretty big rocket launcher on support.
Yes.
What's up with that?
You know, being support, some people like it, right? But being the classic support, sometimes it's boring. You know, you go behind some guy that is doing all the cool stuff, and you are just like, you know, healing him, and everyone is like, oh, the DPS, you know, he kills everyone, but you are behind, and no one cares about you, right? So we wanted to make the support players to have a little bit more fun. So we have good weapons on the support, which some people will say makes no sense, but for us it does, because it allows for the support players to protect themselves or their teammates, not just by healing them, but or killing someone that your DPS has not seen, for example.
Is the classic combination of tank and support a thing in the game?
I would say yes, but it's not as strong as other games, because we want that the support is not tied to the tank only. It works good with all the other classes. And one of the reasons is the skills he has, right? He has a protection dome that it not only protects one person, but protects a group of people, right?
It's like the shield in Legends.
Yes, you display it and everyone gets in, you can get heal, reload, and then get out and start the team fight again. And you also have the healing grenade, which you can drop either far away or close, and it has a area of effect, so you can either heal one or many teammates.
Okay. Another hero is a Willow sniper. Marek,
Yeah,
could you
Willow
share
is,
some
of
thoughts?
course, Willow is from Shadowgun Legends. She's like the also big gun, and yeah, she's sniper, like the damage dealer. She has the skill also from the Legends, which is Supercharge, and it's basically increasing the damage. It's possible, it's over the time, and it's possible to use it for both weapons. You know, it's depending what you have. And she has the special mine, which is mostly the flashbang. You know, so it's like that she can cover her spot or camping with this mine, and people will just go blind and whatever. So she can surprise the people also. And yeah, it's mostly like the damage dealer.
Is it going to be hard to play sniper? Because for me,
I don't know. I don't play this.
what do you play?
I play mostly Jet and Slate.
Talking about
Because I'm newbie.
Okay, talking about Jet. Share our thoughts about the runner.
Yeah, maybe he can like to talk about it.
Okay, so it's my baby, yeah. So as we mentioned before, when we created the CTF, the Capture the Flag, this character just came into existence, right? Because it made sense. So the main weapon, I would say, for this character is his speed. Right? He has weapons, obviously. He has a pistol for mid-range damage, I would say, and also a shotgun for really close combat. And his skills are alternative, which will put you for 5 seconds in an alternative plane that no one can see you, but you cannot see anyone also. And then you have the classic blink, which will teleport 9 meters in front of you, so you can escape. Because you are weak as a runner, because you are fast, you should be weak a little bit. And the main goal of this character is to outplay the opponent. Just go around, sneak, get the flag without being noticed, and bring it back to your base as fast as possible.
Yeah, I just wanted to say that we're talking about the classes, but basically we're talking about the heroes, and from to that they have some kind of the personality and you know, the charisma and some lore behind them. So it's not like it's just the tank, you know, and whatever. So we will explain it later, I think, in the next streams, and talk a lot of more about it. And this is only for the beginning, like that people understand it, you know. But it's more about the heroes and the people from our universum and you know.
Big characters, you
Can't
know,
wait for that,
personalities.
because there's actually a lot of questions about visual design of the rabbit. Like, like, why do you have headphones when his ears are up there, right?
Yes.
But it's a mask, right?
Hey, the thing is, like, you have to understand that this is something like the UFC show or Gladiators. So these people are like playing the war games and they are entertaining the people. It's about, you know, he said it like the Tomas, but it's about this, you know, these guys are crazy and they are making money, you know, for winning, and they are entertaining the other, like the audience. So this is our like the setting. It's not like the something serious, whatever. It's just a lot of fun and entertained leading to the competition.
Okay, let's move on from the heroes on the game modes that I mentioned before already. We have 2 basic game modes, right? We have the team deathmatch and capture the flag. Let's start with the most common one, I would say. Let's start with team deathmatch. If you could share with us, Oscar, something about this game mode. I don't think it's something like
Yes, it's
really
like
special, but
nothing special. We have a little bit of twist, but we wanted it to be the easiest game mode. Like as Slate is the gateway to the other heroes, Team Deathmatch is the gateway to the more advanced game modes. So it's what it is. It's one team against the other. Kill as many people as you want, and whoever reaches certain amount of kills just wins. It's simple.
okay, then you can explain us the main difference between, or Marek can, between the game mode, which I would even call legendary, and that's the capture the flag, which we all know from the past. But why did you decide to bring this game mode back?
Because, you know, I played in the 90s. No, it's like we were thinking about the game mode, like to introduce to the main one, and more will coming during the next like the months. But to find out like some really good game mode which we can use, that people will really like, you know, and it will be like the good for the watching, it will be good for the competition, it will be even good like for the auto matchmaking and this kind of stuff. So it's like because it's sports, esports, whatever sports like the UFC and this kind of stuff, it has to be some kind of the objective, you know. And the CTF is basically like the football or rugby, but they're taking to something and you are moving it to the opposite, like the opposite place.
It's like inverted football.
Yeah, it's like inverted football, you know. So it's like there is a lot of change what people can do together, and like there are a lot of strategy and tactics which could be possible. So this is why we decided to resurrect it, basically, and try it. And I think it's a lot of fun, you know. We're just playing it like the still, and it's very good.
Frustrating sometimes, as it should be, but really
In the
fun.
right way, yeah, I agree. Like, not many games are trying to use this mode nowadays. There are many, like, I don't know, like
I should not don't say it.
there's many other modes, okay, that they are using, but I really like the
old classic concept of capture the flag, which is like super easy to understand for everyone. What do you expect in like more competitive way? What it's gonna bring to the players, viewers, and everyone?
I think it's really good, you know, because you don't know what is gonna happen, right? Like even though you are 4 versus 1, you know, all your teammates are dead. You never know what's gonna happen because you can sneak around, get the flag, and score it, right? And it's really, you know, like in football, right? You are pushing with your flag, you lose it, you know, you capture again. So it's like push and hold, you know, all the time. The line of fight is pushing to one side and going back to the other. So it's really intriguing.
So we are expecting more playmaking, I would say.
Definitely, we are aiming for it. Actually, like we don't want just. Well, we want it. That's why we have team deathmatch, right? But we also want these in-depth tactics, right? That you can communicate with your teammates and even outside the game, right? You just talk with your teammates. Hey, we're gonna do this. We have this strategy. Let's try it. So on. So everything we do is based on this, right? The heroes are have synergy between them. The map designs are also based on this. So.
Yeah, we will see like what community will do with it. We are thinking about some meta and like the strategy, but when community will start playing, we will be probably surprised what they are doing and how they are doing it, and maybe they will just find that they just break it and we will have to nerf something.
We think ourselves very smart, but you know, but players are more, you know, like they will always find a way to play it that we never saw it coming.
That always happens, I guess. Yeah. So you expect me as a player, for example, that I start playing the game, I start playing the team deathmatch, because that's obviously like the easiest way how to play the game, and then after some time that I will move on CTF. That's the expectation?
Yes.
Okay.
You're also very smart.
I have a tricky question for you, because let's talk about the game balance. Game balance itself for PvP, it's not a really easy thing, right?
It's complicated.
Especially when you have 2 different game modes. How are you gonna approach that?
So we basically play a lot, you know. And we just come out with something we want to do. We put it on paper. When it works on paper, we try it inside the game. Most of the time it doesn't work, so we go back to the board. We try again based on the previous feedback, and so on and so forth till you get what you want. It's very tricky, you know, because it's not just only about the fun anymore, right? It's about the fun and being competitive, right? So,
fair,
yeah, but it has to be fun, right? So because if you do it just competitive, you know, it really fast goes not fun.
That's what I'm asking for.
The problem is like that the multiplayer game is like a zero-sum game, you know. Somebody is dying, somebody is winning, so there is always somebody upset and somebody happy, you know. So we have to be very careful. We cannot do like that both are like the happy.
Most of people will be happy.
Yeah, I'm losing.
Yeah, exactly.
Awesome.
They should lose with the slime.
They shouldn't feel like bad. They should feel like next time I'm gonna do it better.
Yeah, it should motivate them.
Next game will be better.
Yeah,
I see.
next game will be better. Classic phrase.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly. When it works, that's awesome. Yeah. But I wanted to know if you feel like it might be complicated to balance the same heroes for different game modes. That was my original question.
I think your favorite character will not be good for the...
Yes, that's what I cry every night. Yes. Obviously, we will, if we have to exclude some heroes from TDM, we will. Because first is the game, then what we originally thought of the game. Right? It has to be fun on both TDM and CTF. So whatever is needed for it to be competitive and fun will be done.
Yeah.
We are right now pretty deep in PvP stuff. Let's stay here for a while, because connected to PvP, there's also really important thing, which is matchmaking.
Oh, yeah.
Your thoughts about that, Mara?
Yeah.
You go.
Okay, that's like the pain, right? It's not like the good, like it's like the you will never satisfy like the everybody with the matchmaking, because it's always like the zero-sum game, and somebody has to lose. We have some plans how to do better matchmaking. You know, we had a lot of experience from the legends and like what we were doing, what we were trying. We get a lot of big lessons from like from this, you know, and you know, I have to admit that we probably screw a lot of things on the legends, like or it was like a little bit out of the plans which we had. and we just like to learn from it, and we're hoping that we will have like the better approach, and we will do it better. For example, for the war games, we also had a lot of experience with the Dead Zone, and we have some data from it, and we will do something. There is a lot of like the new games about the matchmaking. Also, there is like the new technology, because we are working with the Unity, and Unity has the matchmaking service, and it's very customizable. So we can do what we want. We can tweak it during the time. So it's like one of the main like the thing. I think the success for the PvP game is not only about the gameplay, but also about matchmaking.
Yeah, I felt like the game balance, matchmaking, really important for people.
Put the right people with the right people.
Yeah.
At
the right time.
At the right time. Yeah, that's basically it. But it's really hard.
It's hard even in real life, I guess.
But there is like a few things which we are focusing now a lot. Like this is the matchmaking, this is the balancing. The loading times, the battery drain. The FPS on the devices, and this kind of the stuff. So we're focusing mostly on these things, or like the mainly, because this is what we were not focusing inside during the Shadowgun Legends, and it's like they just strike back. So now we have to do it.
Okay.
I promise it will be a lot of better than it used to be like in the past.
To rise, you have to first fall. So
Yeah, Phoenix.
There we go. I have no question regarding that. You answered everything that I wanted to know. Okay, for now, I think we are getting pretty close to the main part of the stream.
Really?
Is there anything else you want to talk about?
No, just we are happy that it's finally like this starting to roll, and
Yes.
we have like a lot of fun during the last like the few months when we're building the game, and people were playing. They didn't want to work; they want to play. Like mostly when we always ask for testing, there was like the multiple people waiting in the queue. So we had to create the list of the people like who will be first. So it was a lot of fun, and
yeah. Maybe we can talk a little bit about the style of the game, the art style, and why we decided to go this way.
I'll be only glad.
So that you have already seen on the videos that we shown. The style is a little bit more simpler, and the reason is that as we go competitive, right? We have to ensure that the FPS are stable and high at the same time. So we chose a more stylized, cartoonish style because it allows you to do better shapes in the characters and the levels without actually costing too much in the GPU and the CPU of the phone. So that's why it looks a little bit different from Legends. It's still the same universe, like the Shadowgun universe, but the style is a little bit different because we were trying to find this solution on that the art style is serving the game and not vice versa.
Yeah, it's also really popular nowadays. A lot of designers going this way, especially for competitive games, as we all know probably. Doesn't matter if on PC, mobile, or anywhere. So yeah, I see. And I personally like it.
It's pretty.
it's not getting old. It looks like good even on the big screens, So it's like it's really good.
You will see by yourself. But before we kick off the gameplay itself, we have, I would say, not a small but big surprise for you, since we can finally announce the pre-registrations, at least for Android users right now. Woo! Yeah, exactly, like that. So feel free, all the Android users from now can pre-register on Google Play Store and find more details at shadowgunwargames.com. And don't worry, iOS Apple users, pre-registration coming for you really soon, so stay tuned. Okay, and one more thing before we get to the gameplay part. You have now special opportunity to ask these beautiful guys any questions you would like to. Just use your chat during the gameplay. We will be gathering your questions and answering them. Wrong camera! Answering them right after the gameplay at the end of the stream. Okay, thank you for watching. Right now we will take a really quick break and get back directly from the game. So thank you for watching. Don't go anywhere.
Okay, hey guys, see,
It's actually on the phones.
yeah, it's not moving.
We're not lying. Hey, it's actually happening. We have the war games now. Woo!
So when I should play?
So
Too much cables.
I see all the devices out there, all the mobile phones from our QA cheers coming from them as well, since they will be. I don't
We
know.
have one missing.
Are you in the same team or you're playing against each other?
We hate each other
Oh,
secretly.
I see. Yeah.
I'm going to kick his
Us.
Which heroes are you going to play?
slide, you know.
I'm going Jed, my baby.
Ooh. So Jet versus Light. Okay.
So,
Oh, it's here. Good.
well, we want to be real, right? Like this is still in development, so
Yeah.
if it crashes, we will just try again.
It's really like the current build, guys. Okay.
I'm very shitty, so bear with me, please.
Yeah, as you can probably see, we have a warm up
Yes.
for 20 seconds now.
This is just to let you know, run around the map and feel the map and just
Play the
Mess
emotes,
around a
you know,
little bit.
brag the others,
is fucking fast.
wait for the others to spawn.
I'm bad at I'm bad at my own game, buddy.
But you cannot kill them, right?
Yes, you can kill them.
In the Vora?
Yeah.
I thought that we like decided not.
Well, we are just bad.
Okay, I know this game, really. I'm joking. Okay.
There we go. So as you can see, I have my shotgun and I have my pistol.
Oh,
I'm gonna use my blink. Boop. And soon enough, I will be dead. So I'm gonna actually use the map layout because, as I said,
oh,
I'm very weak. So as you can see, I was going for the main path, but there is a sneaky way that is usually less crowded. So I can go around. All the fight is happening up there. And I'm almost at the enemy base right now. And if you see on the top of the screen, oh my god, this is a smart guy. Oh fuck, I'm dead. But this is the alternative. I'm actually, they cannot see me. I can just get out. Run. Secondary objective we have. And that if your team has it, you can go back to it and you will get healed and you will get ammo for your primary weapon. So it's really good because if you win the team fight on the middle, you don't have to go back to your own base to get healed, right? That allows compositions without healers. It's always tougher when you don't have a healer, but it allows it, right? So the camp is right now from the enemy team, so I have to decapture it. It takes some time. The more people there is, the faster it goes. My teammates don't like me though.
So you should find some friends.
Yes, I have.
Takes too long, Oscar.
I have no friends. I thought you were my friend, but you're not playing.
I'm playing with your feels.
Yes. Oh boy. So my health is in the top. You can see that it's getting up now because I'm inside of the camp. Okay, bye. Bye. I'll just try to sneak around.
Your team takes the flag.
Oh, big guy got the flag. I'm gonna protect him actually.
Your team dropped the flag. You've taken the flag.
Oh.
So I got the flag now. I'm gonna kill this poor soul. And hopefully my team will help me because they see when I have the flag, right? And if you see on the top, there is the flag progress. That you see the distance from one base to the other. I'm actually past the middle right now, so I hopefully will be able to score. I have a guy behind me!
Isn't it Mara?
yeah, it's fuck.
He's chasing you.
You tried, but
Too fast.
there we go. And that's what this character does.
Beautiful.
1-0.
1-0.
Okay, is it BO3, best of 3, or?
Seconds.
It is, right?
We have the game set like this right now, but
I think we were limited by the time because
Yes.
people can play it forever, which is not good for the mobile.
yes, this is still in development, so we have to see. Right now we have it set like this, but
And there will be different settings probably on the beginning or when we will have go to tournaments or special leagues, you know. So
and the UI is designed to be simple, but actually give you all the information you have. You know, like those tiny dots you see on the behind the walls, those are your teammates, right? So you know where they are all the time. Also the flag, the enemy flag, you see it all the time. It doesn't bother you too much because it's small, but you actually know where is it. Because sometimes it's not on the base, someone can drop it. So
What's
you
your
can,
back, Mara?
so you can find it on the. There is too many people here. Okay. I'm gonna show you guys how you die in this.
Sorry, Oscar.
We also have, you saw my hands were yellow at the beginning. We also have the spawn protection mechanic. Because we know some of you like to mess with people. So we kind of protect people at the beginning for a couple seconds. It's mostly 14 damage. Because on CTF you will have those safe zones that the enemy won't be able to get there.
oh, good.
Oh.
We got 2 kills.
This is my boss. I'm gonna try to kill him. Please die.
Try to shoot. It helps.
No, said I was killing him.
Outplayed.
Outplay, okay. I'm gonna find you, I'm gonna kill you. And about the controls, you will be able to customize as always. As we have in Legends, you will be able to change the position of the skills, the positions of the fire button, the position of the changing the weapons. So it's all customizable. What is lying around me? So when this guy goes big, you don't want to fight with him, okay? So you just wait, and then you fight with him. He's probably gonna kill me.
Or not.
Or not. But as a runner, you have to, or as a jet, you have to pick your battles, right? You always want to engage when you are behind. Someone is following me, so I will wait here.
Guess who's that?
It's Mara. Oh boy, get the fuck out.
Run.
Yeah, covert.
So this is what this character does best, right? They don't know where I am, so they are confused. They are defending the flag, even though I'm not there anymore.
Oh, you are not there. Okay, you're here.
I'm here. Oh, hello. So I just go around. My team can actually.
You had shotgun.
I have shotgun. Yes.
Shotgun is prohibited.
Okay.
Not fighting your boss.
Only with left hand. I'm playing with my chin. Okay. And one thing we did not spoke about is the depending on the hero, you have different health, right? Right now on this character I have 90 health, as you can see on the top. But the tank obviously has more health. The sniper has a little bit less health.
But that's also connected to like movement speed, I would say,
Yes,
right?
yes. And the damage output, right? If you do a lot of damage, you will obviously have less health.
No, there is too many.
Yep.
Gang.
Gang. Bang. Okay, I'm gonna run. This guy is big. I'm gonna try to just sneak around again.
We didn't talk about, or I didn't ask, more like,
Fuck, matter.
Oh.
is it going to be just these 5 heroes? Because I guess we have more to offer, right?
Yes and no. Like yes
No.
for the release,
Yeah.
not for the future of the game.
Yeah, this is the plan. Like add the more heroes slowly, add the more maps, add the more modes. You know, like the gameplay modes. There will be even the funny one, like the not like the crazy competitive. We were always thinking about some kind of the cooperation arenas which we had in the Legends because people love it. Now everybody will say that it's like from the Overwatch. so like the hey, but we had it first.
We are hipsters. We had it first. So yes, and we also hear the community, right? And we know that some people want to bring
New ideas.
characters from that zone. And I wouldn't say yes, but I will also say no, right?
Yeah.
It's a possibility.
No, we will definitely bring something from the dead zone. We are thinking about some really famous guns, like these famous rocket launchers, or like I love the Flusakov,
Your team takes
and
the flag.
there is like it's part of the universe.
Yes. As you can see right now, those little yellow glasses on my screen, that represents that I'm getting healed by a source. This, in this case, was the grenade, healing grenade from Sarah. So she actually managed to heal herself.
Is this going to be a team fight? I see on the flags.
We'll see. It is a wild Mara. But damn it, I'm so bad. But Mara is
Free
worse.
horror.
It's nice.
It's 3 characters.
What? Eh.
Your team
And you see that the flag, the enemy flag, or your flag when the enemy has it, leaves a huge trail behind, right?
I like the way how Sarah protects the jet.
Yeah. You see,
Oh,
like,
she
I
actually killed you, right?
I got them, but just because she actually protected him, they end up winning the team fight. Or the fight itself.
enemy flag has been returned.
Oh, and you lost the flag. Also, enemy team
We are
score.
getting the ball.
Okay, we go 1-1.
And it's already around the 10 minutes, right?
Start in 10 seconds.
So we are still playing with the balancing because we don't want to have like the very long fights.
Yes, you can speak. I will run around so they can see.
So we want to win.
Yes.
So it's like not so easy because we, for example, at the mod image, and it's basically ending with the never-ending rounds, So the people were playing like the 1 hour because they were killing each other very fast. So it's a little bit a little bit difficult, You update the dispersion, and everything change, and it's even to influence how long you are playing the game, So we have to be very careful. We're trying to find some way how to do it, and we can increase, for example, respawn times, but nobody wanted to wait forever and not play it, just looking. So we have to fight with this. The goal is the fights are around the 5 to 7 minutes, and this is what we are talking
Like the
about.
whole series. The BO3
Yeah.
series.
And but it's mostly for the normal playing, I think it will not be limited for the really competitive play. Okay, hold on.
I'm dead.
Oh, I got you.
Me? No.
Oh,
No,
he's still
somebody-
alive.
Oh, this was somebody else.
But he got you, I guess.
I don't know, man.
So yeah, so this is what is it, now. And I think it's really good. I really like it, and I'm always surprised how good is it.
And it's running really smooth, even though it's deep in development. So that's a good sign always, right? When you are developing the game and you did not yet do the heavy work of optimization and it already runs smooth, it's a really good sign.
And we still will optimize the game because we still didn't run to it too much. We're still developing a lot of features. There is still some kind of space for improving the predictions and the interpolation, extrapolations, about the hit detections. We want to really play with it. That, it's probably not possible to please everybody, even with the hyping. But we will try to do a lot that it's working like on the big games.
Takes the
And
flag.
the maps look beautiful, really beautiful.
Maybe some tournaments.
Yeah, I just step on the. Yeah, of course. We have a lot of plans. We would love to try the tournaments, our official league. Even if it's depending on the community and how big it will be, how much money we will have, and there is the huge potential for a lot of stuff. So it's depending on you guys. If you will play it, if you will like it, if you will say hey, this is good, this is what we want, work with us. if you will like to spend some time during the beta, communicate with us, give us some like the really good feedback, so we can improve these things. And like that after the release, we will continue to work on it. So and work with you. Like what we were trying in the past, or we were doing in the, during the Shadowgun Legends, and trying to react on all your feedback.
GG. You lost?
Yeah, because that's not fair.
You keep talking.
Next round will start in 10 seconds.
I was so deep into the game that I don't know what you just said.
Really?
So yeah. What are we
I
speaking
said
about?
that you are a really good designer,
Okay, thank you.
that you are working almost for free and you want to keep up your salary.
Wait, it's not over yet?
No, it's best
Of five, then.
It's best of
Ah,
five.
you
Best of
tricked
five.
me.
I tricked you because we had these on the previous build.
Okay,
Okay, then you still have a chance.
then we can like to be here like the 2 hours.
No, I will just
Watch Oscar.
I will just watch me. Hold my beer.
What's the time now?
Do I know?
It's already 5.
Runner killed me. The Jet versus Jet. I'm the worst Jet. Okay, I think we were
You are
speaking
not
about...
even the second best jet on the map.
No, I'm the worst Jet in the office, and I designed this hero. It's really sad, you know. When I go home, really sad, you know, because we created this game. I played the hero that I designed, and I suck at it. You know? It's not good.
Okay, I can imagine.
Yeah.
It hurts.
So maybe we can move like to the next point, or really want to finish?
Well, I guess you can finish since someone is already running with the flag. Oh. And I'm actually really curious who's gonna win. However, you will also find
Enemy team dropped the flag.
this past broadcast and the gameplay
Being returned.
on our YouTube channel pretty soon. There'll be a small
Look at this.
video right after the stream and the whole broadcast
Man, score!
by the beginning of next week.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
GG.
Now it's over?
Yes, it's over. Victory.
Okay, victory.
Okay, this was pretty much the first public Shadowgun War Games gameplay, how it feels to play the game that you've been developing for a while.
I might played it before, you know, but
But I mean, like, for the first time, you
I have
had
to say
the
that-
official option to actually show it to the community. How do you feel now?
playing the game on stream, showing it to the people, and at the same time kicking your boss ass is really good feeling, you know.
That will be scary. Okay,
It's really good.
find me in Band-Aid.
I think this is my last stream. But yeah, it's really good, you know, because
That's all I wanna say.
we had it in secret, right? And when you can actually show what you're doing to the people that support you, it's really exciting. And I hope it's exciting for them, like to see this, because we also been teasing it a lot, right, on the SGL streams and so on and so forth. So it feels really good to actually show it.
Okay, I think we are getting pretty close to the end of the stream. It was pleasure to be here with you. Once again, thank you for joining me here at War Room. First War Room in 2019, I guess.
Questions?
Oh, the questions. Good point.
Yeah.
Actually, really good point. Do we have the questions? Production?
Hey, we are waiting for.
We are waiting for the questions from community. Oh, nice.
Oh.
Does it have PvE modes or is it pure PvP?
So now it's pure PvP,
Yes.
but we are playing with the way to have the PvE also. But on the beginning it will be PvP only.
Yes.
You know. But we are preparing something like the behind the scenes for the AI, and I think we will reveal it into some next streams. And yeah, it's pretty interesting.
Okay, so there'll be something in the future, but we start with PvP
Yes.
only.
Yeah.
We don't like to say no to anything.
The first question is not there.
I guess we have to ask for another question.
Oh.
What are you going to do to keep cheaters out?
We will ban them over and over and over and over, you know.
No
cheaters.
There is like
No
a,
cheaters policy.
okay, so there is a lot of stuff. First, it's a completely different architecture of compared to the Shadowgun Legends, because Shadowgun Legends was peer-to-peer, and so we had to trust to the client a little bit. Now it's more like it's exactly client server.
Dedicated.
So we have dedicated server, full dedicated servers. So we're keeping like the authority and we trust only to the server.
Now let's talk about another stuff. Does the game have controller support?
Yes, like every our game has. So we think that the gamepad is almost same like the touch, you know.
Yes.
You cannot like the move like the super fast like with the mouse.
When I joined the company, you know, because I had this in mind, but like really you allow controller, but when you actually see the players playing with the fingers and the controllers.
But of course, like there is like the really good guys on the touchscreen and really good guys on the control. So
When I joined the company, I actually watched the first like esports tournament in FPS mobile game. I'm not even sure which one was it, but when I saw these guys playing on the mobile, I was like, what?
They're really good.
I couldn't imagine like that you can actually handle and master the device the way how they do. So yeah, for me it's like crazy as well. I'm like a FPS stone on the mobile still, like, but I'm working on myself. It will be better, I promise.
So yes, controller support.
Control support, yay! How will SGL and SGWG accounts be linked?
You answer.
okay, on the beginning we were thinking that they will be linked. You know, we even have some kind of the code for it. But later we decided that it's better to just unlink them. We still like it will detect that it's your account. It's not like the completely like the unlink that you will do something here and see something in another game. But if you will have SGL on your device and you will install the War Games, we will find it and like they'll try to find you on the cloud and like they'll ask you, hey man, this is your account, we want to like to use it. And of course, if you will use it, we will give you some like the rewards, like the veteran, like the things, so we can like do something with it. So don't delete the Shadowgun Legends or any other game, you know, download them.
Ever.
Okay, that's the right. How many different maps will there be?
So as for a living game, we don't know how many there will be, but for release, we plan to launch with 2 maps, 2 styles of maps, which translate into 4 maps, because every map can be played either on CTF or Team Deathmatch.
Yeah, that's only like the 8 maps because you can play it from the A to B or B to A.
Yes.
Okay, we wanted to have like the.
4 maps.
You are not laughing when the CEO is doing jokes. So, we will have we wanted to have only 2 maps because you can train them like the faster, learn them faster. It will not be confusing for the people on the beginning. Yeah, this is it looks good. And then we will add the more maps.
Yes.
You know.
But I wouldn't say that we will have. I can say easily that we will have 50 maps, right? Because on competitive games, learning the map and all the spots and all the angles is very important. So the more maps you have, I would say the worse, right?
I think we will have different maps for the new modes. You know,
Yes.
for example, the funny modes.
Like events and custom modes, we will be generating new maps. But for CTF and TDM, maybe even for TDM, we will have more. But
So to summarize it and give one easy answer. For the start, for the launch of the game, we will have 2 maps, both playable for both
CTF and
modes.
TDM, yes. And we will expand on the future.
I hope that's it. Will we have pre-registration gifts and stuff?
Sure.
The stuff, yes.
No, it's like hey, we are running into some issues like if you pre-register from the Legends, we will send during the weekend probably some email, and if you will click on it and pre-register, you will receive inside the game actually some reward, some very nice reward. If you will do it just through the other side, there is issue because Apple is not supporting, Google is not supporting, and we are thinking how to reward everybody who will pre-registrate, you know. So I think it will be very important to join the game the first 3 days or 1 week.
Yes.
And we need you it's the pre-registration numbers are for us really important. It's not only about giving you rewards, but we know if people want to play this game, we can like prepare the servers and everything for the Fluent. So if there will be only few people pre-registered and then everybody will jump on the this, then everything could crash. But if we will have like the 10 million, we will prepare the server for the 10 million people. So
basically, if you want to play the game, pre-register.
yeah,
So we
please
can
do it.
know the numbers of players, so we can ensure a really smooth release.
And it's motivate the team, right? Like if we will have good numbers, like we had in the Legends, it's like the really,
We'll
motivation.
be working on weekends.
Yeah. Yes, you.
Yes.
Really? You said it to the camera.
We'll see.
You're
Maybe.
screwed, Oscar. You realize that, right?
I do it for them.
Yeah.
Whatever they need.
That's beautiful. Will there be private rooms so we can do the tournaments? That's actually a pretty important question.
Yes, we are planning it. I think we will not be able to have it for the
Release.
It's like the one of the main feature which we want to add. Like as soon as
We have
possible.
the design, but as always, we want to make sure that it's really, really well done.
So we are talking about something like custom rooms, right?
Yes.
And
And
the-
custom tournaments.
Yeah, and it will run even to the custom tournaments.
Yes. So you can play with your friends, some CTF normal game if you want, or you can actually arrange a tournament if you feel like it.
That's cool. Do we have any more questions?
Is there a friendly fire? No.
No, there is only self damage. That, for example,
Self-punishment.
yes, like you go. No, but if you throw a grenade close to you, your teammates won't get damage, but you will, right? Because we
So
are
don't throw grenades under your
on
lap.
your feet. Yes, doesn't kill you instantly, but it does significant.
So is there reduced self damage that you can?
Hey, this is like the, we don't want to have it for the normal gameplays, right? If the community will say like we want to have this option for the tournament, that's not issue to edit,
Yep.
but not on the beginning because it will make the people mostly upset, frustrated, and they're not happy. So for the normal, it will be always no.
Okay. Any more questions? Or
Konec otázek.
Konec. End of questions.
End of question.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. Now we are getting close to the end. Yes.
I have one more question: where people can pre-register?
Sorry.
Where people can pre-register? If we can say the website again, they are seeing it over there.
Yeah.
Yeah, we
favorite
already
poster.
said, and I wanted to mention again, of course, on Google Play Store, and find more details at shadowgunwargames.com. Next
Maybe you can announce the next stream.
next stream, yeah,
You want
for
it?
sure.
Or you forget?
I didn't want to, but now it feels like I want to, so I will. Another War Room will be there again in 2 weeks, so I'm not sure. Now I'm confused, but I will look at our
Look at
beautiful cameraman Armando, which is not the camera which is taking me. However, so yeah, War Room will be back every 2 weeks with new upcoming stuff and the news from development and so on. Basically, till the release, we'll be there to annoy you every 2 weeks. So yeah, that's great. And let's finish this stream with the last words from Oscar and from Mara. So Oscar, if you have anything you would like to share with the community at the end of the very first War Games War Room stream.
I would say to the community that this is a game made and designed for them, and as I always said on every stream, we actually hear what the community has to say. So if you have any feedback or you want to be bitching about the game or saying what you like about what you saw, send it to us and we will read it and obviously react to it or adapt to it. And I'm very happy that finally I can show it to some other people that is not in the office. So
You will get it.
I hope you liked it as much as we do, and yeah, see you on the beta.
Okay, last words from our Lord Savior CEO Mark.
Okay, I'm happy, guys, to see you again, or talking to you, in the past. It was really great times, during the last War Room with the legends, with the Jacob and the other guys. So I have the new guys here.
I was here.
Yeah, Yeah, that's true. That's not the room. You know?
Ouch.
Okay. So, I hope that you will like it, what we are doing. We are doing it because we love the games, because we want to entertain the people, and because we want to play with you. And we will show during the next few streams what we are doing. We will talk about the different options, like with the heroes, the tactics, about the weapons, about the skins, about the monetization. You know, show you what we have and how the progress is going. Maybe talk about some deadlines and the beta and this kind of the stuff. So please leave the comments, pre-register, and like the good one, you know. And yeah, see you in 2 weeks, guys.